I have the pleasure of introducing our presenter tonight. I want to welcome all of our first-time health coaches. My name is Brad Miller, and I'm a presidential director with Take Shape for Life, and I'm a part of your guys' support team. And once a month, in addition to just all the help you have with your business, we do a successfully launching your TSFL business webinar, so we can kind of give you relevant information. Although it's usually just about the same information, but we can give you the most up-to-date and from a different voice, all the different ways that we reach out and successfully launch our business and help the people around us get healthy. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you our speaker tonight. But right before I do that, I actually want you guys to pay attention to the screen here real quick. At the bottom, you can see our email, or my email address. It's optimalhealth247@gmail.com. So if you get a second in the next little bit here, pull up your email real quick. Just send a quick little email to that, because we're going to do a live drawing for a round trip ticket to National Convention. And Susan's going to hit on that, why National Convention is so exciting and why it's so important as you are launching your business, why you guys would want to be there. So take a quick second and fire off that email. We'll do that at the end of the call. I'll do the drawing live. But with that being said, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Presidential Director Susan Labelle. Susan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm excited. And, I just want to welcome all of you guys tonight and really congratulate you, because honestly, becoming a health coach was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I didn't know that when I chose to start health coaching. I just celebrated my 4-year anniversary as a health coach. And honestly, when I said yes, I believed in the program. I saw people around me that needed help, and I didn't know what it was going to look like moving forward, but I was excited. And so I'm really excited for you, just to share with you some simple and ways to reach a lot of people and help a lot of people in your world get healthy. I will say, when I started, and this might resonate with you, I was busy. I was working outside the home. I had a 1 and a 3-year-old. My husband was working about 60 to 80 hours a week outside the home. So I didn't have a lot of time, and didn't know quite how this was going to fit in. But what I have found is that I was able to fit this around my crazy world. And, we could kind of stop living paycheck to paycheck. It took a lot of stress off of us in that way. And we were able to just make, with just a little bit of time every week, and being authentic and being genuine and sharing with a lot of people. Our business just has grown over the last 4 years, and I've been able to walk away from my career as a dental hygienist and be a full-time, I like to say I'm a full-time mom and a part-time health coach with a full-time income, however that kind of works out. And my husband's been able to walk away from his corporate career too. And so we get to be full-time parents now, and looking back over the last 4 years, best decision I ever made. So huge congratulations for sure. All right, so let's kick it off. So I remember this is kind of how I felt. It's like, okay, I'm a health coach now. Now what do I do? So some of you might be feeling a little like that. And just for clarity, what we do is we reach out and we offer help to those who are in need, and then we guide them on their journey. So really what I love are these pictures, is we really are, we're lifesavers. We're ones that reach out to our friends and family, share what we have, and then we guide them based on their goals on their journey. And I love that. That's essentially what we do as health coaches. So I'm going to be going over kind of action steps, things you can do to have a successful, month 2 here right out of the gate. But it really starts with you about leading by example. So I talked about how one of the reasons I just, wanted to coach was I really believed in the program. I had found success for myself. And I know many people, they love people, they love health, and they want to, pay that forward. And so really making optimal health a priority in your life. And then deciding to implement really the Habits of Health system and everything that we have to offer through Take Shape for Life as part of you. Because people, you're your own walking billboard. You don't have to, be at your goal weight. You don't have to be all the way arrived. In fact, a lot of people are going to want to join you all along the way. So definitely not a requirement there. But when they see that you're fighting for it every day, it's definitely, that's encouraging. And that's what people love to see. stay plugged in with your health coach. What I love about what we do is you always have a health coach in this. We don't become clients of ourselves. You're still a client of your coach. And when you need support on your own personal journey, you reach out for support. And then you in turn will have, your own clients that you're supporting along the way. So it's such a beautiful business model. And also, this is just something we've seen as a trend in businesses that are thriving, is to have your own personal Be Slim order. It's not a requirement, but it makes sense, right? I know for myself, I knew I was going to utilize the meal replacements long term because they were what actually helped me get to my goal weight, and that's how I was maintaining and thriving. And so the one thing I learned when I first started was eat the food and talk to the people. Sounded pretty simple, but just eating the food out and about, people were asking me, what are you doing? What is that? And they noticed that I'd had some success. I was feeling better. My energy was better. And so I was able to, I was being congruent with what I was offering. So really just want to encourage you, to stay on your journey, stay plugged into what Take Shape for Life has to offer, and just be that role model of what we really, what our program can do for someone. And then really initial step is, what do you want? And that's what I've loved all along the way. Brad's part of my support team. And they always ask, what do you see for yourself? What's important to you? You're going to hear that question throughout Take Shape for Life, because you're in business, for yourself, but not by yourself. So we really want to be here to support based on the goals that you have. So you have the Senior Coach Workbook. If you have your business kit, you've received this, Senior Coach Workbook. This is a picture of the front of it. If you don't have it yet, your business coach can get it to you via PDF. So this is really all you need to get started, is this little, it's kind of like your quick start guide that you got when you started the 5-in-1. It's basically like the quick start guide for coaches. It's just essentially what you need. And I love that, going over your why and letting your business coach know what do you want to create and what's important to you. And then really set a goal for yourself in these first 30 days. Take Shape for Life has a really great little bonus out there for those that start 5 clients in their first 30 days of activating their account. They call it a CAB. So maybe you've heard that, maybe your business coach has talked to you about it, but it's a client acquisition bonus. Honestly, it's just a little extra for just doing the do. And it's a good goal. I find that many that set that goal with the right actions that we're going to be talking about, the right, intentions and purpose every day, there's definitely probably 5 people in your world, if you just sit right now, can think of, that would, love to get healthy if you can share with them what we have in our hands. So 5 in your first 30 days, if that's a goal for you, let your business coach know. They're also, offering an encore CAB. And what that means is that, start another 5 clients in your next 30 days. So over 10 clients in your first 60 days, which is a very just like good pace to get started, build a really solid base. They're going to give you another $100 bonus in that second month. But what's great is they also compensate you for all the people that you're actually coaching and supporting. And those people are getting healthy, which is essentially what we do. So this is just kind of like a little cherry on top based on, just a little extra incentive for doing the do. And then executive director, we try not to get too caught up on ranks or titles or anything like that, but it is, really the first rank, a leadership rank, where you can maximize your compensation for coaching and supporting your clients. So it is a great goal. Many people see that as a great opportunity where you can, make really a minimum income of around $2,000, where the average is around $2,800 a month. So that's a really, great income for many, many households, and a good goal to set. And it's about a 60 to 90 day goal right out of, is once you make the decision that's something that you want. So I'm not going to go too much what that looks like tonight, but if that's exciting to you and something that you want to be striving for, let your support team know that, hey, maybe the CAB's your first goal. I want to go for my encore CAB, and then right on to executive director. So our next steps, these are all clients of the program. Look at how amazing all these people look. But really our next step is we get some people healthy, right? And actually start coaching your friends and family and find those people that are ready to choose health now. So let's talk about what your grand opening is. If you were to open any business tomorrow, you would probably have a big grand opening party. You would let all your friends and family know, hey, that new pet store that's opening up down the street, we're opening that, tell your friends and family about it, and just, really kind of scream it from the mountaintops that you're really excited about, launching this new business. Well, think of this really in the same way. You're launching a business. You're excited about it. You have a great offering. And so when should you have yours? It's when you're ready to launch. If you're going on vacation tomorrow, I'd say, you want to be around so that you can follow up, because people are going to be excited. They're going to want to know what you're doing. So definitely connect with your support team and let them know what your ideas are for your grand opening. And we're going to be talking about what, all the different things that you can do to really make a large impact here in these first 30 days. Because it really is about action. And where I'm going to put most of my focus is just right here. Is this list of things over off to the right. But start with the first 3 things right out of the gate. If you're brand new, make sure you kind of cross these things off your list. It's just kind of a platform to really, have a lot of momentum going into these first 30 days. So let's talk about a share list, okay? This is honestly, in my eyes, I always think it's just a brain dump of everyone want to know, that you're connected with. It's, you can go through your Christmas card list, you can go through the contacts on your phone, you can go through your Facebook, whatever's best for you, but really it's to write it down so that we don't miss anybody. And, you can start with just right now you could probably write 20 people down that you want to share with, but keep going, shoot for 100 people. Think of all the people in your world that know and love you too, that maybe you don't see them as someone that needs our program, but I'll tell you, they probably do, but you might not feel that they do. But if that's the truth, maybe they know someone that does. So it doesn't mean that you still wouldn't want to share with them. So it's really just thinking about who in your world that is going to be your cheerleaders in life, that are going to want to support you, that would be excited to hear what's up in what you're doing now, and would want to, really support you in that. So start with making your share list of who you want to share with. And then the next step is kind of choosing about 3 friends or family, those that are your biggest supporters, that will help you with your training. And we call these practice partner calls. And this is really just like your on-the-job training or your job shadowing if you were to take any other job. But this isn't like any other job, just so you know, this is going to be a lot more fun. But we want to help you. We want to help you have success. And so why not connect with a person that's done this, gone before you, that's had success, that can kind of show you, some little tips and tools to make this successful. This will build your confidence. It'll build your confidence. So, find a time that works with your business coach to do some practice partner calls. Find a time that works for them and for you. Find 3 friends and family, and this is what it would look like. You would call and say, hey, hey, Aunt Sue, I don't know if you've seen me recently, but, I'm down 35 pounds. She's going to be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, and I've actually done so well that they've asked me to become a health coach. And I'm excited about that. And part of my training is to set up a few practice calls with some really close friends and family. And I was, hoping you'd do me a favor and do one of those for me, or do one of my practice calls for me. And these are the people that know and love you. It's like your mom, it's your friends. They're going to say, sure. So hopefully that helps. And if you don't have a weight loss story, you would just say, I've always been into health and fitness and helping people. And I found this amazing program. I've seen some amazing results. And I've actually chosen to become a health coach for them. And I'm going to start helping other people get healthy. And part of my training is to do a few practice calls. And so, hopefully that makes sense. So that's just to give you some verbiage to invite people to those practice calls. So 3 of those. And then you're going to be connecting with your support team right afterwards, after each one, to kind of go over what those calls look like so you can learn, because the goal is for you to keep going and keep sharing and keep doing those calls and sharing with your friends and family. So this is to build your skill sets in this area. All right. And then really creating your 1-minute story. And I love this because my story used to be 10 minutes. This girl on the bottom, it's not a picture of me, but that was me. I love to talk, and I just used to corner people and blah, blah, blah. We call it verbal vomiting all over them, just because I was excited and I loved what I had, and I knew it would be beneficial for them. I wanted them to know everything about it. Well, here's what I've learned is that really it's about them and not me. And I've learned to ask more questions. And really when someone asks me a question about how'd you do it, or you look great, or anything like that, and what are you doing, or tell me about your business, I usually put it right back on them and ask them a question of, so why do you ask, or tell me about your health goals, and want to hear from them about what their wants and desires are in their life. So, but you will share your story, because people are going to ask, how'd you do it? Or what are you doing now? What's this new business that you're doing? And so a couple different ways you can frame it is, before Take Shape for Life, I was doing this, now I'm this, and now I'm going to. So for me, I found it easier to kind of go with what was I excited about and just keep it to 2 points. So here's what I was excited about. I was excited that I was a busy mom. Like I said, I worked outside the home, young kids. So this was so simple and so plug and play that like anybody could do it. That made me so it was like, bulletproof, right? And then two, I felt like it was, I was like, and I just, not only was it easy and simple, but I was like, I wasn't hungry. So for the first time in my life, I was able to not only lose weight, but because of this fat burning effect, I had more energy and I wasn't hungry. So that was about as much as I would say about what I was excited about. And then when I would tell them about the program. So again, connect with your support team. This takes some practice, but you want to get your story about because the goal is you want people out and about to ask you, hey, what are you doing? Or tell me about, you want that question. So you want to be prepared on your end about what are you saying and really making sure that you're getting their information and that you're following up. And I'll get more to that here in a second. So let's talk some action steps. So we talked about a list, and there's a lot of different ways you can connect to that list. We talked about doing some practice calls and then continuing that and following up with your friends and family and letting them know what you're doing and what you're excited about. And then if they know anybody in their world for them, that are looking to get healthy, for them to, connect them back with you. So you can share your 1-minute story on social media. You can share it. It's really going to be 1 to 2 paragraphs so that it's in written form. I love, so email everybody. Facebook, I'm going to move my screen here. Call everybody, on your share list. Inbox Facebook message. I find that some people, they won't just see it if you blast it, but if you have some close friends, you want to let them know what you're doing and they can share your story on their walls and that. Ask more questions of others. I talked about that. If there's one thing you take away from really having a successful start is really learn to be a better listener and ask more questions, because they'll tell you more. If you ask the right questions, they'll tell you more than you'd ever want to know than if you just keep going on about 24 vitamins and minerals. Ask them what their health goals are, and they'll tell you what they're looking for, and then you can really make a match. Another action step, schedule a healthy happy hour. This is more opening up your home. This is very comfortable for some people. Others, this is like, no, I have kids and I have to clean up. And so these are suggestions. These are options is the best way to put it. Is that a good fit for you? Is that a good fit for you right now? Because it's about putting yourself in front of people so they see you. Because those of you that know me, I put like lots of exclamation points after things that I'm excited about, but I'll tell you, it doesn't matter if I put 10, it doesn't ever match the excitement that I would have in person. So there's something about the energy about being in person and being in front of people. And that's why I would say yes to any invitation that's congruent with your lifestyle. So if you're getting invited to, candle parties and you're getting invited barbecues right now, baby showers, you go, you put yourself in front of people and I promise you, people are going to be asking, like, either they don't know you, and if they just see something, or if you go with your bar, like I said, eat the food, talk to the people. So bring your ready-made shake. People are going to be asking what you're doing, and that's a great way to kind of put yourself out there. Getting their contact info. I can't tell you how to learn this kind of the hard way. I handed out a lot of cards, and I'm like, why is no one just calling? It was like crickets. I realized I've got to be in these people's world and follow up. So I don't mind giving a card, but I in turn will always get their information so that I have their information to follow up. And I find it really easy to add them on my Facebook page or put their info right into my phone. So my phone's usually on me. So be prepared for that. Volunteering and just things that you love in your community, church, or school. Carry a bag, cup, phone with a before and after. This was actually pretty powerful for me. I have a bag, wish I would have had it here right now, like a purse that had my before and after on it that said, ask me how. And I used to just carry that around, and people in Costco or at soccer games were like, is that you? And it started conversation. You can also put, this is a picture of my kids, but like on the back of your phone, you can have you can have your before and after, because you're using that out and about and people will ask. Shane carries a cup with his before and after. So again, get creative of different ways to start conversations with people out and about. There's tons of networking events. Go to the free events in your community. There's tons of farmers markets right now and vendor fairs, and just go talk to people and, find out ways to kind of potentially network with them too. Like I said, free events in the area. That's what I'm all about that. Go, especially this time of year, weather's nice, get yourself out and about, and that's how you're going to meet people. So social media is great. I'm going to speak to that, but we don't want to be behind our computer all day. We want to go out having fun. So invite different groups over for holidays, play dates, barbecues. Great time of year for that. So if your social calendar is not full with invites from other people, then you start filling it up with invites to your home, or play dates, or inviting your friends to meet you out here or there. But it's putting yourself again in front of people. And then changing your email signature. This was actually has always been great for us, still is to this day. I use one email for our, I coach soccer and I volunteer at the school and I volunteer at the church and do different things. So I use the same email, and my footer at the end of my email has all my contact information, my before and after, it has my free to be video, and it has a little bit about me being a health coach. And so I have people over and over again, I'm emailing about something totally separate, but then when they get back to me, they're like, I'd love to hear a little bit more about what you do, because people do look at that. So it's kind of something to utilize. And also changing your voicemail on your phone is another good one, because people will be calling you about other things, and then they hear that you're, a health coach, and might, follow up with you and want to know a little bit more. So let's speak to social media real quick. Like I said, be prepared before you launch. This is part of your grand opening. This can be very powerful because you're connecting with people from coast to coast, from all areas of your life, people you haven't seen in 20 years. And it can be very, very impactful. So work with your support team on the best launch for you. You'll be sharing your story. You can share your story, like I said, in the 1 to 2 paragraph form with your picture if possible, because your picture is going to be the most powerful, but pictures in general speak, 1,000 words. I love videos in 1 minute, your story in video form. So video yourself about why you became a health coach and what you're excited about, and put it out there. And people are really going to be drawn to that. Changing your profile picture to your before and after. Those of you that are savvy on Facebook know that that's what shows up when you post in other people's walls is your profile picture. So, that's what people are going to see. So if changing that is going to have the biggest impact. And then making sure that your pictures are compliant. Again, connect with your support team on that, but we do have a little, you can lose 2 to 5 pounds in the first couple weeks. We have a little kind of just to make sure we're compliant, because we have this great, amazing company, and they just want to make sure that we're all, doing things right. Start posting just topics of health. It's not all about pictures. It's not all about just business, but that you're striving for optimal health, and that you're drinking more water, you're being active with your kids, you're, doing things you haven't done in your life before. Maybe that's done your first bike ride or whatever it is, but that's what people are going to be drawn to. So really think about what you want people to see and perceive of your new healthy lifestyle. We have a campaign that we call 30 Days of Hope and Inspiration campaign that can be very useful right out of the gate. If that's something that speaks to you, that you want to do a social media campaign, connect with your support team. We have a whole separate training on how to best utilize that, but it can be very, very effective. And I think the biggest tip is to kind of stay consistent. People will wait and watch. So I came in through Facebook. So my health coach was posting on Facebook, and I watched her for months before I actually called her. And I have people still reaching out to me 4 years later that have been watching me for 4 years. So if not everybody just jumps at it the first time you put it out there, although I know you'll get your first initial big influx, but they're going to trickle in throughout the year, throughout 2 years, out 3 years, which is exciting. So just keep your content blended. Still some stuff about family and other things in your life, the 5 and 1. Like I said, one thing about business, maybe 5 things about friends, family, things that you love. Post recipes, before and afters, healthy activities. Be positive. So this is all about living attractively and people seeing what you do. So don't get me wrong, I have bad days too. And I have opinions and political views and all of that, but I just choose not to put them on Facebook, because I want people to I don't want to turn anyone off that they wouldn't want to reach out to me if they're, want to have a breakthrough in their health. And then interacting with people. The more you notice people, the more they notice you. So being more active on social media, and that means liking their posts, commenting in their wall. The more you do that, the more they start to notice you too. So it's just kind of a funny dynamic that we found to be really helpful. And then if you desire a larger circle, like a larger share list on Facebook, right, is request, really look at your alumni from your high school and your college and different groups you've been a part of, and start to build that network of your friends that you have on Facebook. And then really the point of Facebook is to kind of drip on people, and for them to get excited and want to know more and reach out. And then we follow up and we really get people on the phone to make sure we're connecting with them, asking them the questions, finding out their goals, and kind of going from there. So based on your goals, I know I'm going really fast, but really there's a lot of options. Don't you love that? And what I love is that you have goals. Everyone on this call probably has a different goal, and you get to choose what actions you take, what resonates with you, what sounds exciting, what sounds fun, and then go for that. And the more actions you do, probably the more people that are going to help, and it's really just, again, based on your goals. So real quick, I have another minute here maybe, but when someone says yes, because that's what's going to happen, you're going to reach out. People are going to be excited to get healthy. Just to go over what are my next steps. We have a short little video we can send you on how to place a client's first order. Your support team can help you. It's pretty simple. It's probably what you've already done on your health coach's site, but you'll be facilitating your clients' orders off of your new co-branded website. We order 99% of our clients just the full integration Variety Pack. It's the Variety Pack plus the Habits of Health system. It's one click of the button, super simple. We set everyone up with their username being their email and their password being welcome. Again, just a simple system so that everyone's the same so we don't forget. We write all their information down on a client health profile sheet. Your support team can get you that as well. You don't even need to worry about it till you have your first client. But it's just how we track our clients and keep everything organized. And then from there, once you have everything written down and you've placed their order, we send a welcome email off to our client and we have them call us when our food arrives. Pretty simple, right? We just want to keep it really, really simple. And I want you guys to see just how easy and duplicable that can be for you. So to be a health coach, you don't need to know much. You just need to really know where to find the answer. You've heard me say 10 times maybe, ask your business coach, because guess what? They probably have these answers. And if they don't, they know where to find them. I know sometimes I don't have all the answers. I'm still, but I know where to find them. And that's really the main goal. So just get out there and share and we'll help you. So connect with your support team because they're here to help you every step of the way. And really just want to leave you with, who are you excited to help? You hopefully have seen the impact Take Shape has made on your life and even if it's just been a short while, but think of the people in your world, the lives you're going to save, the lives you're going to change, and who are you excited about? And you just need to go out there and let them know. So if they don't know, they're not going to be calling, but when they know what you have in your hands, you can make a really large impact. So Dr. A always says, let's go create a healthy America. And so I'll leave you with that. And actually, you know what? Brad, I did add this in here. So let's speak to National Convention. You can kind of come on and mute yourself too. Shane and I went to our first convention. This is going to be our fourth convention. And this is where, for us, we saw the leadership. We actually saw what we were part of. We saw it on the bigger scale. We understood that Take Shape was so much more than meal replacements, than weight loss, really that it was about changing lives and actually very much about we saw the ability to create a life that we didn't even know was possible. So we were able to put our dreams into action and actually put some action steps behind it to create what we wanted to be able to leave our careers and create this and help thousands of people along the way. So I know for us, the events are powerful. It's about the people, it's about everything that's there. And this is a one-time-a-year thing. And how lucky for you that you haven't missed it. It's not for 3 weeks. It doesn't start till, it starts 3 weeks from tomorrow. And it's not too late. There's still room and open rooms for registration. I'm sure your support team has rooms available and saved for these last-minute coaches that are hungry and want to know, want to learn and grow. And so that's why Brad is offering this because we know the importance of it. Right, Brad?
Had to unmute myself real quick. Absolutely. So before I do our quick drawing, and actually I will talk for a few seconds. So if anyone hasn't emailed in yet, that's a new coach that wants to be entered into the drawing, feel free to send the email real quick. Again, it's optimalhealth247@gmail.com. Just wanted to reiterate what you were saying. So not only do you guys have a little bit better orientation to just some basics of health coaching, and hopefully that was helpful for you, I just have to totally plug convention, because Ashley and I actually went to convention. It's actually kind of funny. We went with a week's notice this will be our 5th convention, and it totally changed our lives. And so if you are at all serious about doing this business and you think this might be a match for you, reach out to your business coach, just like Susan said a whole bunch of times, because they'll help you explore how that might work for you. And again, just in the same iteration of how we help everyone, it's just exploring what's best for you and how we can help you do that. So reach out to them, because I also throw out the same guarantee I send every year. Come to National Convention if you are 100%, or if you at all feel like it wasn't worth your time and coming there, I'll refund your entire trip. Myself personally, I've never had to reimburse anyone for that that's taken me up on that offer. So with that being said, I'm going to check my email one last time. Actually, Susan, you have anything to add to that while I'm checking my email?
Finishing up?
Yeah.
I think from a perspective of just events, I think, like you say, it's if you even don't know, like I think for me, I didn't know what to expect, but I heard it over and over again from leadership that it's where the leaders are and leaders, and I kind of went with like, why not, and it's totally changed my life. It saved my life, probably saved our marriage, saved, uh, changed our business. I mean, there's so many things. So we just want the people there that want to be there. This is not if it's not there's extenuating circumstances for people sometimes, but if you really want to go, we want to make it possible. So thank you, Brad, for, honoring this, and how exciting for a new coach to get this kind of training right out of the gate. Oh my goodness, this would be incredible opportunity.
Perfect. So with that being said, let me do the drawing real quick. All right. And the winner of the live call is Ann Steinhaus. Hopefully I said your name right. I can barely read my own writing, so I was trying to get it done. So congratulations to you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Brad. That's great. Hopefully tonight was useful, and really, this is about sharing with people what we have in our hands. Wouldn't you say, Brad? I mean, we have such an incredible offering, and I'm just excited for people to see what this group does.
Exactly. So thanks for being on the call, everyone. Thank you, Susan, for the great job, and I look forward to seeing many of you guys at National Convention.
All right. I'm going to stop there.